Kevin Grant. This is my wife, Rin Grant. We own The Castle, which is a board game cafe in Beverly.
So about 2 years ago, we were looking at starting something new, and we began to feel really called to open a place for the community where people could come together and just kind of coexist and build relationships. And we really felt led to this idea that a great way to do that is through this concept of a board game cafe. So people can come, they can play games for as long as they want and have food and drink and just hang out. And so now it exists, now it's a thing.
I feel like for the first time in my life and for the first time in our relationship, we both felt very much led by God to create the castle. And we really were able to see how God's call in our life really kind of pushed all of our actions forward during creating the castle. And that was a unique experience for both of us.
In the 2 years since we've opened, we've been really just amazed at what we've seen happen. We've had this community form that wasn't, I don't know what we were expecting, but I feel like it wasn't what we ended up with. I think we expected a lot more of like our churches and people who knew us, and instead we've had the complete opposite. And I'd say the majority of people who come in to play board games are extremely liberal, unchurched, but so excited to be there and to hang out with us.
The cool thing about the castle is that it was built to encourage community. We were building relationships with it. We have all these people coming in and we get a chance to really connect with them and talk to them, which is really important, I think, because a lot of these people who have been hurt by the church or who just have nothing to do, who feel like the church is completely counter to their lifestyle, they are very much opposed to being preached at or evangelized to. The minute you start talking about the gospel as if it was like a thing that you need to hear, they shut down. They've heard this song and dance before, and they don't want to be sold on anything.
We've been humbled a lot through this of, kind of thinking we knew what we were getting into. And I think one of the things we've learned is, you think like, oh, we get all these LGBTQ kids in, or, these people who are very strong atheists, and you think, well, I'm going to tell them about Jesus, and they're going to be like, wait, what? But some of them know the Bible as well as we do. A lot of them were raised in Christian or families.
They don't care because to them, that's the place that has shunned them. These people are, they feel like they would just get attacked by anybody from a Christian background. So
we've been lucky where, we've been able to spend time building relationships with these people because we see them over and over and over again, where we're able to kind of earn their trust and be able to express why we believe what
they seem to like us.
Yeah, for some reason they like us. They keep coming back.
I think one of the things I've learned from being at the castle for as long as we have and doing what we're doing is that I've had to definitely approach people from where they're at. I kind of first thought when we first started this whole thing, I was thinking like, oh, I get this opportunity to talk to people and really show them and live the Christian life and all that other stuff, and I didn't realize how much listening is needed. And now that I've seen that, I read the gospel and I see that that's exactly what Jesus did throughout. He heard where people were at and he kind of showed them from where they were how to come to him.
I think the best way we find is to not come in saying like, oh, I'm a Christian, let me find the people who aren't Christians, but say like, hey, I want to run a meetup group where every Saturday I'm just going to invite random people to play games. So we definitely welcome anyone who wants to come in and start building relationships with these people, because they're incredible people and we love them, and any opportunity we can have to share Jesus with them is awesome.